Namaste, everybody, and welcome to a flow yoga class. I am so excited that you're joining me. I am also kind of a little bit uplifting with all of these, you know, spirit of holidays in me. Um, so now I don't know what to start. Oh, this week it's a week that I will give all the money that's come from these two classes to Taya Preschool. So it's a fundraising week in a way. If you pay for the class through Rising Sun, please know that you don't need to do anything else because Michael and I already talked about it and he will help me to take care of that money. If you want to donate in the different places, like in this channel, you will see the link to go to PayPal to donate for that. If you put the money into that account, please type the word EBNS to just help me to know what to do with that money. I would appreciate that because, first I'm older, my memory is not as good. Second, I have like 3.5 years old in the house. She just get all my attention. And if you have to do it any other way, we can talk, and hopefully you can reach me on Facebook because most of you actually and I are connected on that platform anyway, or text me. I can rearrange, or I actually have Venmo, but some people don't use that. All right, here we go. I am talking about the spirit of giving, and first of all, if you read the kind of title, don't forget to give that gift to yourself first. And this inspirational story that I want to share with you, it's called Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. I'm gonna read it as I read it with Taya. It's gonna sound quite funny. Please hang with me on that one. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. And he loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My button, my 4 groovy buttons, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons puffed off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3! Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. So he kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons, my buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh, where is it? Oh no! Another button puffed off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? As you can see, I remember the words. 2! Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Button comes and buttons go. So he keep on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons, my buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no, another button puff off and roll away. How many buttons are left? 1! Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Button come and buttons go. So he keep on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button, my button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button pop off and roll away. How many buttons are left? 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. So Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button. And then he kept on singing his song. my button still have my belly button, my button still have my belly button. Well, I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Well, as we all know, things will continue to happen in life. That's one thing we cannot control. But what you can control is how you deal with them. We said it many, many times. In the Buddhism philosophy, we call them the impermanent. One of our students that come into the Rising Sun Yoga studio say this wise thing, said the only thing that you can count on when it's come to life is change. So here we go. Button comes and buttons go. What we have now, I don't know, a day from now, months from now, years from now, they will just gonna be gone. Things will change. However, you have the power to deal with those situations. You either can choose to sing, accept, respect, be uplifted with the reality, or you can be in this hatred, frustrated, angry, upset about the thing that you are not able to change or control. That is your choice. I leave it up to you, and since I said that, I also will leave it up to you of how much you want to take it out from this class. I said many times, you can do as much as you want with my class, or you can leave something. I am very relaxed when it's come to the yoga class. I suppose, love yourself enough, be wise with your choice. Be Pete the cat. Close your eyes, please. Inhale deeply and exhale, let it go. Even the breath, can you feel? Can you be enlightenment with it? We cannot even keep it with us forever. Our inhale has to go and replace with the exhale. So the question is, are you going to fight to keep your inhalation with you forever, and you start to feel like you're about to kill yourself? You hurt yourself physically. Are you willing to allow this greater energy to let it out? Luckily, we do that without even think about it. However, there are so many things in life are not working like that. They require your mindfulness. They require you to see. They require you to stop and think. They require you to be strong enough, courageous enough, loving yourself enough, respect yourself and others enough to make the choice, to make the right choice. And we all have a different stories that happening in our lives. But one thing that we all can do the same is no matter what happened to us, what matters is how we choose to deal with them. We all can do that in the spirit of this like giving, happy, and love to others. So I want you to give back to yourself. Make that choice. That when you do it, you feel that you love yourself fully. You feel that you forgive yourself fully. You feel that you're encouraging and you're empowering yourself to be healthy, mind, body, and spirit. You draw your hands together right in front of your heart and let chant Om 3 times together, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale. You bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chins, open your eyes. Now today we are going to stand up and warming up. I actually didn't check the camera about how high it goes. Luckily I have Jeff on the other side. Can you see me? Okay, good. Come up and let's shake, 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 please. How about if I lift my arms up? Okay. Not too bad. If you don't like standing up, warming up, and you know your practice well and know your body well, I start to roll my shoulder down. Please enjoy that. As you can see, I'm really flexible and kind of not really guide you to warm up that much at all. It's just to remind you, we're gonna work the joy first, right? You can twist. You can work from your neck down, your neck, your shoulder, your body. Okay. Yeah. And so as I said, what left when we are standing up is pretty much is our hip joints, which is kind of, I have to find a way to do that. And circle your neck. Don't forget you can do side stretch. Just be careful about standing with the feet parallel and not pushing your hip forward, okay? You actually, when you do side stretch, you also can kind of bow toward the floor a little bit and stretch as well. It's just going to hit your back muscles in a different place, and it feels also good, right? That ankle of the body, you extend your heart up, you're going to feel something, and when you get your chest a little low, you're going to pull, you can feel different. It's a matter of learning to know your muscles and your body and just give your body what it needs. If you have a wall, you can work on your hip joints on table or chairs. You can swing the leg, you can circle it. That would be a useful thing to do. You can stand without any, support if you are very good at balancing as well. Yeah, I feel like using the wall is much better because I don't need to use any muscles right now. Shake, 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 twist, twist, twist. Then we are going to get into the hip stretch. Okay, so you have to go there carefully. So we're gonna go into a goddess pose, heels in and toes out. Yeah. So you build that depth to go down toward the floor carefully. If you're tired, you don't need to bend your knees that much. But when you start to feel loosening up, you can bend your knees more, open your legs wider, and start to get your body lower and lower. And while you're doing that, don't forget to keep your spine nice and elongated. Still warming up. Then we shift from here to Pasarita Padottanasana, which means you're going to make your feet parallel toward one another. And it's a matter of how tight you are here. Hug your shins in, put your thighs apart. Okay. You can move your hips side to side. Any one of you that can dangling your body down to the floor, yeah, you can get your body side to side. You can push the floor away from you with your hand to the left and stretch to the right side of your body like you do it in child's pose. You can twist your body. You can shake your head. For us who are tired, you don't have a lot of room to move much, but whatever you have, use it. And keep breathing. You can go back and forth to the hip and to the spine elongate as well, like from Skandasana to Upavista Konasana. Again, I'm really being really flexible with your warming up right now. Now, from here, we're gonna turn toward the front of the mat. And you're going to cross your left leg behind your right leg. So we are in the cross leg Uttanasana. This one is gonna hit the lateral sides of your legs, okay? It's gonna go up into your hips, maybe. So you get into your IT band. You can go side to side with your body as well. Keep breathing. Is that a dog? Inhale, extend your spine up and away from your legs. Bend the knee. Step your left leg back. Get your left knees on the floor. Keep your left hands on the floor. We twist gently to the right. And exhale, untwist. I'm not looking for anything right now. And then kick your right leg back. Turn your body open to the right. And then elongate that right side's body. Breathe and then length. Inhale to your back. Exhale, nice and long out through the arms and legs on that right side. And then you are going to face the floor. And you finish with the thread the needle. So thread your right hands under. Extend your left hip back, left arms overhead. Maybe remember you can sit toward your heel if that's what you choose. You just stretch a different part of the body. They're good both. Stretch your body is great no matter what muscle you're stretching. Oh yeah, let's get into the rotator cuff muscles. One more breath. And carefully, you come away from that thread the needle, take child's pose. And we move with the breath. Inhale, round your back up and at cow pose. Arch your back. Exhale, we go back, round your back, and then go toward your heels. Right. We stretch the back muscles, and we also warming up our wrists. Gradually. So we keep going. Three more. And when you're done your last one, get yourself back to your tabletops. And after that, we are going to do the spinal circulations, okay? I really have to warming up the back muscle because there's lots of the muscles that attach to them. And change the direction, please. And you stop in the center. Let's get into the other sides of our legs. So left leg forward, right leg cross behind your left leg, cross leg Uttanasana. Now we hit the lateral sides of the legs again. You stretch. Remember that you have the freedom to move your body in any direction that you feel safe. You go into half circle. If any one of you can go full circle safely, please be my guest and teach me how. Right here. Keep breathing. One more breath here. And then you bend your knees, step your right leg back, right knee's on the floor, maybe Heel toe your left foot to the left slightly. Make your foundation nice and broad and feel really solid there. And then you twist to the left, right? Remember, belly go toward the floor. Use your left arm however it feels good for you. And then you untwist. You keep what on the floor on your right side there, and you just kick your left leg back. And then you're going to turn your body to the left, and then elongate your left arms overhead, or maybe you can hold the back of the head, and then we breathe here. Every exhale you have, really feel the length out from that belly part of the body, out through the legs, out through the arms. Okay. And next exhalation, you go toward the floor and thread the needle on these sides, please. One more breath. And then from here, unthread, take child's pose. Inhale, round your back up, go forward to cow pose. Next exhalation, now we take downward facing dog, please. And then you stay here and you stretch and move, maybe stretch your calf, your hamstring, stretch your back again, or stretch your chest, or do all of that. See which muscle calling for your attention first, and just use your skill. Just stretch the best you can, right? Next inhale, we go plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember to go to plank gradually. Really feel your wrist. You don't need to do really full plank if your wrist is not ready for that yet. And we are in and out from plank to downward facing dog just because we are going to warm up that wrist again and again and again. Yeah. Keep going. Two more. And then bring your knees to the floor, step your right leg forward. I'm going to ask for actually quite a challenge stretch. Come up right with your trunk, and then bend your left knee, hold your foot with the hands, okay? And square the hip, root your tailbone down, and lift your heart up. Now, this is actually quite an intense hip flexor stretch for some. If it doesn't work for you, please don't hold your left leg and you do low lunge, but you have to work with the breath and move your bodies a lot. So what do? Exhale, lunge, inhale, length, and you just work with the breath like that. Okay. And then your arm is going to go wherever you want them to go while your heart is remain open. Now, for us who hold the back foot with the hands, we're not going to move our movement will not be as big because of the restriction. However, we actually get a lot out from that hip flexor stretch. More this way. Do whatever works for your body. And then let go of your left leg. We're gonna continue to go forward for a little bit, and you go into standing split. Kick your left leg up to the sky. And then square the hip, land your left leg back behind you. We visit our pyramid pose. Hamstring stretch here, both legs straight, hug the thigh, elongate the spine. Each exhale is yours to stretch your hamstring on that right leg. Remember to be wise with your props. You need them, grab them. Don't suffer. Keep singing. Dad, just go ahead and blend the milk, please. Taya, just wake up. Carefully inhale, lift your chest up and away from your right leg, bend the knee. Like step your left leg a little bit back further. Left hands on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. Now we are twisting again. Twist to the right. Exhale, untwist, have both hands on the floor. Kick your right leg back and up. Three-legged dog, opening the hip. Bend the knee. See if you need to do anything with that right leg. And then kick it to the left. Push your chest back when you exhale. Breathe. You can look underneath your right arm. It depends on how much you can get that body to open, of course. And then we extend the right leg straight, square the hip, come forward to plank, inhale. Remember you can do full plank or half, I call it half plank maybe, and lower down toward the floor. Chaturanga Dandasana. Our back bend here, use this as a warming up back bend, please everybody. So you can do locust pose, you can do sphinx pose, you can do cobra pose, just checking in with that heart opening, your pec major, see how much they open, what's going on with your lower back. Go in and out from that back bend with your breathing. Couple more breaths. And then go down to the floor. Get yourself up onto your hands and knees. Step your left leg forward and we stretch the hip flexor on the other side. Okay? Remember to pick the option that's work for your body. And just stretch and elongate the spine. You let go of your right leg, you go forward, kick your right leg up, standing split. And then square the hip, then your right leg back, both legs straight, pyramid pose. You just be with yourself and you be mindful. You stay calm and focus. And then inhale, lift your heart off from that left leg, bend the knees, then your right leg back, twist to the left. Carefully untwist, both hands on the floor. Kick your left leg back and up, and opening the hip. Sometimes you may have to shake that legs a little bit because of your, joy in the knees, in the hips. Once again, do what feels good. My jaws are cracking in the winter. Oh my God. Extend your left leg straight, square the hip, come forward to plank. Inhale, once again, we lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Just be wise with your choice, please. Back bend here. Do locust, do cobra, do sphinx pose, do up dog. 2 more breaths. And hands to the floor. Go back to downward facing dog. Come back down to your knees, so we are on hands and knee. Get your right leg and your left hands off the floor. Inhale. Opening to the side. Come back center. Go beneath your belly. Inhale. Exhale, extend. And then repeat. 2 more on each direction. I'm going to start moving you a little bit kind of faster because we're a little bit more warming up. Left hands down, turn your body to the right, right arms overhead. Exhale, square your chest to the floor. We get the right leg forward and to the right, and we go into our lizard pose. Okay, your body diagonal to the left. Remember, your left leg, you have option. You can have your knees on the floor. And just work with the stretch. Use your breath and get the best out from it. Then you get your left knee down. We are going to straighten the right leg. You might have to heel toe it in slightly. So we stretch our hamstring again in our runner stretch. Whoa, hamstring, hamstring. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Keep going forward. And then you have to bend your right knee, right? And stay on the ball, your left leg. Come off the floor with your trunk. High lunge. Work with your breath. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, opening the heart. Belly is in. Hands come down to the floor. Kick your right leg back and up. 3-legged dog. Keep your hips square. Knee to the nose. Wrap your back up to the sky. Kick it back and up. Inhale. Come forward to plank with your right leg. Lift or not or knee to the floor. Chaturanga Dandasana. And you are going to pick your back bend once again. Remember, keep staying here. Use the pose to stretch the muscles. Couple more breaths. And back to downward facing dog. Breathe. And then meet one another in hands and knees. Left leg lift. Right arms off the floor. Opening to the sides. Inhale. Back center. Exhale. Go beneath your belly. Inhale. Exhale, extend. 2 more each direction, please. Right hand down, left leg down. Turn your body to the left. Lengthen that left side body nice and long. Give me 1 more breath here. And exhale, we go toward the floor. We step the left leg forward and to the left, and you go into your lizard pose. You can go underneath that leg, and you feel like doing it, do so. You don't feel like doing that, don't have to, okay? Play with your practice wisely. Remember, do your pose in a level that you still can sing, not suffer. We go from here to our lunge stretch. Right leg down, adjust your left leg, hands back, left leg straight, elongate the spine, and then stretch. One more. And carefully go forward. Bend your left knee, get your right knees off the floor and be on the ball of your right leg. Hug the thighs in, engage your core, come upright. And then work your high lunge. This is your hip flexor stretch. You let your sides body nice and long. You can hold your elbow, keep your heart open wherever your hands landed. I will be gladly to see you use them to just keep your heart nice and open. Relax your jaw. To the floor, here we go. Exhale. Hands down, left leg go back and up. Inhale, knee to the nose, round your back up to the sky. Exhale, kick it back and up. Come forward to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Go a little bit faster, maybe if you can. If not, don't force it. Downward facing dog or child's pose, please. Breathe. There's a moment that you can rest and collect and watch and observe. It's right here. It's not going to be long, but it's there. If you in child's pose, come back up to downward facing dog, please. And then we are going to lift the right leg up and off the floor, square the hip, and then shift your weight onto your right hand and get your left hand up and off the floor. Okay. Find stability first. If you have it, put your chest back and see can you hold your left ankle with the left hand and keep breathing. I know it works. Keep your jaw relaxed. And carefully have your left hand down to supporting you. Step your right leg forward. We meet in warrior 3 just for attach. And then warrior 2, bend your right knee, step your left leg back. And work your warrior 2 with your breathing. Okay. Dance with it. Next inhalation, take yourself to reverse warrior. And then exhale, go deeper. One more. Again. Trikonasana, triangle. Just block if you have to, okay? Or open your legs wider. Keep adjusting accordingly. Everything change, remember, is consistently. And exhale, you're going to turn yourself toward the floor and carefully have both hands on the ground first, and you pivot to the left and have your Pasarita Padottanasana, feet parallel toward one another. Now, I really want you to get deep into the stretch, whatever that means to your body. Give it to your body. Keep hugging your chins in, push your thighs apart. You can do a lot of things with the hands. Like I choose to interlace my hand right now. It doesn't mean I will not change again. Whoa. Daddy, somebody ring the bell. I don't know, look through the window. Jeff will come in. That's the first time ever. Can you go through the bag? Do we need to sigh? No. Okay, so we don't need to do anything, right? Carefully turn toward the front of the mat. Step your left leg forward. Uttanasana, chins in, thighs apart. Inhale, lengthening the spine forward. Exhale, down. Your flow is here, or rest, please. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, you jump back to plank. Okay. Take Chaturanga Dandasana. Don't forget to let the breath lead. Inhale, up dog or cobra or Sphinx even, or Dhanurasana, and downward facing dog or child's pose. Breathe. And then if you are in child's pose, please meet up in downward facing dog once again and lift your left leg off the floor and lift your right hand off the floor. This will challenge your stability, which means your body have to start building the stability. Like, you just have to be careful to have that right hand to come back to the floor when you need it, okay? If you still shake a lot. And then right hand down, left leg forward, warrior 3. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Trikonasana triangle. Exhale, you turn your chest toward the floor once again. Pivot your left foot in, and you pivot to the right, and then we're going to go into goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Bend your knee, climb up your thighs, and come up to the pose. I need to close this for now because I need to be mindful with the light. Okay. So we go into goddess. I'm going to facing the camera. The exhale, you sink your body toward the floor. You elongate your legs muscle out and away from you, right? You can do your arms like what I am doing it right now. If you like, you can do goddess pose like that. Yeah. Or you can hold your elbow. This space right here, the more you're moving the arms and you want to get into the heart, it can help you. If you don't care for that, you don't have to. You can keep your hands on the thighs, even if your quad is really screaming. And then we're gonna go back toward the floor. So carefully come off from your knee joints slightly, and when you feel safe, turn your feet parallel, elongate the spine, exhale, and we go toward the floor. Yeah. Turn back toward the front of the mat, step your right leg forward, Uttanasana, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, exhale, bend the knee, chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift your toes, spread them wide. Sink back. Ribs in, heart open. Arms are yours, seriously. Stand nice and tall. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen your spine. We're gonna flow here. Or not rest, please. You can even rest in Uttanasana if you like. Or go to your child's pose. Couple more breaths here. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. And we go into dolphin pose, please. Remember, you can interlace the hands, elbow underneath the shoulders. You can hold the block between the palms, or you make the L with your index and your thumbs. And then get the rest of the body into this downward facing dog action, right? Instead of your wrist, now you have your whole forearm to the floor. This is very intense. Remember, I don't want you to be static. I want you to move with the breath. So bend your knees a lot if you have to. That is going to allow you to really push your chest back and make your body to stretch your pec major a little bit more so. We go from here to 4 arms plank pose. Just gonna stay here. You're gonna breathe. And you're gonna be patient. You don't have a lot of strength to hold this pose any longer. You rest. Next, exhale, come down to your knees, come down to your belly. Have your right forearms parallel to your chest. Have your right leg straight. Bend your left knee. Ekapada Kamukhasana. No, Ekapada Bikasana, sorry. I'm just correcting myself. So one leg frog pose. Other side, please. And you let it go. You can rest your forehead on your palms and rock the hips side to side right here. That can actually feel something in your lower back if you're tight and if you don't elongate enough. So we're just going to help the lower backs a little bit. Then we're going to hit the Nurasana ball pose. Once. Bend the knee, hold the foot or ankle with the hand. Draw your shoulder blades back and together. Remember, it's not about the height, it's about the work. So kick your foot. Inhale to the hands and up. Exhale, release gently, not all the way. Kick again and inhale. I should say inhale and kick again. Keep going. Don't let your knee fan out to the sides, okay? Get your knee like hip distance apart the best you can. Be mindful with your lower back. Couple more breaths. I know it's a lot of work, I know. Stack the hand, rest your forehead on them and breathe. It kills me as much as it kills you, I promise. And then you stop and you breathe and let the body kind of relax and sink. Feel your jaw soften. It should stay soft always, actually. But we grip easily. So check in if that's happening and let go. Carefully. So let's do a little work here. You are going to go from the floor up into hover Chaturanga Dandasanas, okay? Now, you can do it with your knees on the floor, which is going to be a lot easier. I'm going to start with that. Hand on either side of your chest. Get your shoulder blades onto your back. And when you inhale, push the floor down with the hand and lift your core off from the floor and just hover right there. Not much and go down. See that? Once again, shoulder blades back, hand to the floor. Hug your wing in slightly. And then push down to the hand and lift your core off from the floor at the same time. Inhale, hold, breathe, and go down. Stack the hand, rest your forehead on them, and breathe. Wow, that one is tough. One more time. Here we go. Hover, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, hover. Now, if you can, push yourself up from the floor. If not, go onto your belly first and go to downward facing dog. Okay. Right leg forward, warrior 3. Find your variation. I'm going to use the block because it's helped me to really square the hip toward the floor and elongate out through the legs and the crown of your head. We're going to meet up in standing. So you bend your right knee slightly and get your body up off the floor and get your left knee toward your chest. Standing, left knee to chest. Why don't we do 3 poses here? And then carefully get your left knee back to your chest first. Kick it back, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extend side angle pose, Pasvakonasana. Exhale, facing the floor, both hands down, left leg kick back and up. And then knee to the opposite armpits, exhale. Kick it back and up. Then twist your body again, land your left leg back on the little toe side edge, or right leg down on the little toe side edge. Lift your left arm up to the sky, opening the heart the best you can. Push your weight back toward your feet. And carefully, when you come out from it, drag that right foot in. Like, lift it, land it in front of you on the little toe side edge, square the chest toward the floor, and you are right for your pigeon pose here. Carefully to go into the pigeon, mindfully, okay? And carefully inhale, come up and away from the floor. Take a seat onto your right seat. Swing your legs in front of you. Right leg straight, left knees bend, or if you have a problem with your left knee, do Upavista Konasana, okay? And you are going to do Pasarita, either Pasarita Januchachasana or Pasarita Upavista Konasana. They both works. Yeah. I actually have a little bit uncomfortable on that left knee, so I'm gonna not suffer. You can arms overhead, hand by the head, hand at the hip. And inhale, move away from the stretch, and then we're gonna bow toward that right leg. You can do wide leg, and then bow. You can do Janushirshasana. Right. You can do Paschimottanasana. Pick wisely. Oh, yeah. Inhale, move up and away from that. Please get yourself facing forward and get your right legs in. And we kick it up toward the ceiling, Crouchasana. your back also elongate up the ceiling. That should come first. Back muscles, spine, your leg, secondary. And then exhale, half both. Inhale, full board, one leg. Exhale, lower back. Inhale, come up. You can bend the knee. Here we go. You can alternate. It's such a challenge for my body. Two more. And then cross your right leg over the left, twist to the right. Inhale, untwist, reverse table. Feet parallel, shoulder blades back, heart lift, belly in. Get your hips off from the floor. Point your knees away from you. Point your sternums away from your belly. You can use your arms strongly, you can feel it, but I want you to use your feet more than your arms the best you can, which is it's harder to feel it. Like, I don't want you to hyperextend your elbow. And carefully not to fan your knees out to the sides, okay? And carefully exhale, come down. Cross your legs, or maybe bring your legs to the side. Or you can jump back through if you want and do flow. And we meet one another in downward facing dog. And then left leg forward between the hands, warrior three. Bend your left knee standing, right knee to chest, body come up, right. Right knee to the chest, hips stay back, heart lifted. Tree pose. You find your variation. Don't push your hip forward, please. Carefully, we go right knee to the chest again, so we get the hip to square, and then send your right leg back, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extend side, angle pose. Exhale carefully, square your chest to the floor, hands down, kick your left leg back and up, opening the hips, inhale. And exhale, knee to the opposite armpit. So you go there. Go back, three-legged dog, and then go there again and land your left leg out straight to the right. Dip your right arms up, push your weight back, opening the heart. Use that left hand wisely. And then drag your right foot in and opening your body a little bit. Lift with the knees bent, land it sideways to the right, and then prop your body into your pigeon pose, please. Whatever show up, please make room for them. Make room for the challenge. because sooner or later it will change again. Our practice with like non-clinging will really help us greatly. We don't hold on to things, we don't control things, we learn to let go, we learn to accept, we learn to surrender. And carefully, you move away from your pigeon by taking a seat onto your left seat, swing your legs in front of you. Once again, you can do Janu Shirshasana, leg sit up, or Upavista Konasana, wide legs. Let me do sideways stretch first. I'm going to do Upavista because I did on the other side. Inhale, move up and away from the stretch. Now we are going to bow toward that left leg. What time is it? I actually was not able to find my glasses this morning. I think I left it in their room. So you guys are doomed because I may go over. Oh, that's not true, because you can just turn off your practice anytime you like. Inhale, move up and away from that. Now we have the body facing forward, and we are going to kick the left leg up toward the ceiling in Crouchasana. I can see the clock burly. I think I can count on that. I mean, I can trust myself from seeing that needle so burly. Let's go. Half both. Inhale, come full both, left leg only. And here we go. Move with the breath. Last one. And then cross your left leg over right. Twist to the left. And untwist. You can repeat your reverse table or make your legs straight this time and do the poses called Piyavottanasana. It's the same action, but it's harder. I think that is the reason. You just lift your hip off from the floor. If you have your legs straight, you try to kind of point your toes away from you. Right? It just really feels so much harder. Yeah. It doesn't feel like you get a lot of work out from it. Don't suffer, I told you. And then you come down, and then you go all the way down to your back. Knee toward your chest. Rock side to side. Happy baby. Then I'm going to change my angle. You let go of your left leg. Keep your left legs bent or straight. And we are going to kick the right leg to the right. Okay? So we do Supta Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana here. Use the strap if you have to. And go deeper if you need to. So you want to pull that foot toward your shoulder, toward the crown of your head, and come closer to your body. Yeah. And you're going to feel the stretch. Try to really square your hip facing the ceiling the best you can. And then we bring the right leg up toward the ceiling. Supta Padangusthasana. Other side, please. You do one leg happy baby first, and then you kick your left leg. Use the strap or not to the left. Bring it up toward the ceiling. You can bring your chest toward that leg as well. That's another option, of course. And really ground on the legs on the floor. As you can see, it's not an easy pose because my voice changing. And let go. Knee to your chest. Let gently rock side to side. Can we do 30 bicycle? Here we go. Hands behind the back of the head. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And slowly come down with the knees hugging toward the chest. Almost done, everybody. Bridge, please. I just want to open the groin area a little bit from that flexion of our core exercise. So you don't need to do it as strong, but please be my guest if you want to do it as strong as you like. Exhale slowly, one by one, right? You just come down and come down and come down. Keep your feet where they are, drop your knees toward one another. Rest your hands wherever and just collect yourself back into this moment. And know that you are free for your Shavasana. You are free to do anything else that is calling for you. You know, some of us just feel that energy to go into handstand, headstand, back bend, arm balance, whatever. Just give yourself a chance to dangling your legs up toward the ceiling when you're done with anything that's calling for you. I really would love you to learn to honoring that, honoring your desire. You know, embrace what is calling deeply from the inside you, and you don't need to worry about anybody else's opinions about that. Just don't forget to give yourself the space for Shavasana, and of course I'm going to call for that. And then we will meet you back here
next week if nothing change.
Shavasana.